here we are, the end of another year, and I would have to say overall it was a pretty garbage year for the WWE. They produced a lot of shit, and unfortunately, a lot of it's just so hard to sit through and watch as a wrestling fan. It's infuriating, it's disappointing, it's fucking annoying, and you know what? This is going to be the top 10 list of what I hated the most, the worst of the WWE for 2013. Me personally, what I could not stand the most over the past year, the top 10. So, and just like my favorites, this could be anything. This could be a product, a particular show, a storyline, how they handled a certain character. This could be encompass a lot of different things. All right. Let's get started. Number 10 on the list is JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, on commentary. This guy, within the past, I would say 6 months, has just become the worst. So fucking annoying. He's so intense. He has pretty much adopted that troll personality that Michael Cole had a few years ago, where he would just negate everything you said and just fucking scream into the microphone. That's what JBL does nowadays, especially within the past couple of months. And he brings down the quality of a show. A particular match can be ruined, in my opinion, by JBL's god-awful commentary. I don't know why Vince McMahon feels like he has to have that kind of a persona on commentary. I mean, look, King was never that bad as the heel commentator. Back in the day, he just wasn't. But with Michael Cole a few years ago, and now with JBL, they just crank it up into overdrive, into fucking ludicrous speed, and it just sucks. He ruins it, and I hate it. Number 9 is Triple H, constantly flip-flopping from heel to face so much, I can't stand it. Okay? This guy, it's just like he tries to stay on TV as much as he possibly can, just by trying to be everything to everybody. He wants to be a face for part of the show and a heel for another part of the show. Just because he can look at it at the end of the day and say, I'm Triple H and I can do whatever I want whenever I want to do it, because that's me, that's Triple H. His constant flip-flopping back and forth, it makes storylines unnecessarily confusing. And it's just, like, it makes things too murky. Who are you supposed to cheer for? Triple H, at the beginning of the show, you're cheering for him, and then at the end of the show, he's a heel, but then at the beginning of the next Raw, he's a fucking face again. Where's the transition? Why do these things happen? I don't get it, and it's really fucking annoying. Number 8, Big Show versus Randy Orton, main event from Survivor Series. This was the worst match of the year. And as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing else that comes close. This match was garbage. And the worst part is, everyone knew it was going to suck. Every single person that I talked to, either on YouTube or in a forum or my friends, knew this match was going to blow ass. And guess what? It happened, and it blew ass. The WWE had to know it was going to suck. So why did they do it? Why did they put that match together? I don't understand it. You had boring chants. Loud-ass, long-ass, boring chants. Daniel Bryan chants during the match multiple times. There was a huge fuck-up during the match with Big Show slipping off the ropes for Orton's DDT, making it look even worse. This match from top to bottom was garbage, and the WWE went through with it anyway. They had to know it was going to happen, so why did they do it? I don't know, but it was terrible, and I feel bad for anybody that spent money on it. Number 7. There'd be other superstars using Daniel Bryan to get themselves over, specifically Big Show and John Cena. I can't stand that shit. Like, Daniel Bryan, it could have been arguable before the second half of this year that he was the hottest thing in the company, but now it's official and has been for a couple months now. He is the biggest, hottest thing going into that company. But instead of putting him where he needs to be, where he should be in the main event, they latch other people onto him. When he is in the main event, they latch other people onto him. And no one did it worse than Big Show and Randy Orton. Big Show stole the chance from Daniel Bryan. He was driving out in a Mack truck, yes, yes, standing in the crowd, yes, yes. Cena doing it off and on throughout the year and just trying to be as far up Daniel Bryan's ass as he possibly can to get more fans to cheer for him, because half of the crowd fucking hates him. I would say more than half. And everybody likes Daniel Bryan. I mean, it's just fucking annoying. Daniel Bryan has earned his spot. Give it to him. Let him keep his fucking chance. Stop giving it to other people. Yes, it's simple, and you could say unoriginal, but you know what? It's his. He came up with it first. Just fucking let him have it. It's just so frustrating to see other guys that can't get over, and the WWE sticks them with Daniel Bryan to try to make them more popular. It sucks. Number 6 is going to be the John Cena Royal Rumble promo. That final episode of Raw before the Royal Rumble, where he came out and he had about 10 seconds worth of stuff to say, which was, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. He knew it. Every single fucking person on the planet knew he was going to win that match, but they had like 10, 15 minutes to kill. So he drew it out with this ridiculous fucking bullshit, talking about video games, whores, blow-up dolls, fat asses, random, stupid-ass bullshit that he does sometimes. He is the worst big-time promo cutter in the history of the company, one of the worst, and this was another one of his shit big-time promos. This was almost as bad as that fucking Star Wars promo. This was just, it was a shit promo. It took up a hell of a lot of time in a main event spot talking about blow-up dolls and fat asses and what people are going to do on Sundays. It was just garbage. It was really, really bad. Number 5, the WrestleMania 29 main event, John Cena versus The Rock. This had to be one of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time. It was garbage. There's just no denying it. I mean, you knew how it was going to turn out. You knew Cena was going to win. And no big surprise. No heel turn. No nothing. It's the WWE. Just, they have no ideas. This is it. This is where we're going. We're going to take this guy we've had as a top guy for 7 fucking years, and we're just going to have him overcome the odds and do it again. Fuck it. Super Cena, let's go. I can't stand it. I mean, there was one point in that match where they spent like 3 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you actually time 3 fucking minutes of a wrestling match, that's a long time. Where all The Rock and Cena did was just try to hit each other's finishing moves. Back and forth, for 3 fucking minutes. Do another goddamn move. Pick one. Pick an arm drag. Pick a fucking suplex. A DDT. Anything but a rock bottom. Oh, counter. Oh, attitude adjustment. Or should I say fireman's carry. Oh, counter. Oh, rock bottom. Oh, people's elbow. Nope. Here comes a 5-knuckle shuffle. Sucks, man. Sucked big dick. This match was garbage. The Rock put Cena over clean, and he kissed his ass afterwards. That made it suck even more. Number 4. All of the post-SummerSlam Daniel Bryan storylines. Everything that took place in the fall involving Daniel Bryan was fucking garbage. I'm talking about Best for Business. Boy, did that suck dick. How many times did we have to hear that fucking shit? How's about the Big Show bawling his eyes out like a little bitch for weeks and weeks and weeks? And they just kept lashing him on to Daniel Bryan. How's about Daniel Bryan getting pummeled, destroyed by the Shield constantly? Yeah, we want to root for that guy that keeps getting his fucking ass kicked. And Triple H, oh, I'm a heel, oh, now I'm a face. Let's just make it as confusing a storyline as possible and put as many people as we can into it to lose Daniel Bryan in the shuffle, because we just don't want him there. Just get him out of there. It sucked. Number 3. Dolph Ziggler's World Heavyweight Championship title run. This guy, I felt for him. I said it by the time this was over, his run, and I still say it to this day. He has to get out of the WWE. They will never, ever put him in the spot he needs to be. He needs to go to TNA. Yeah, he's going to make a hell of a lot less money, but he'll be their top fucking champion. Okay? He won that World Heavyweight Championship. It was a great moment. It was number 2 on my list for best of the year. Awesome fucking moment. But everything else after that, it blew ass. Okay? He lost. This guy lost. They booked him to lose his first match after winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Who wants to root for the world champion that can't win his first fucking match after winning that belt? And then thanks to Jack Swagger, he gets a concussion because Swagger kicks him in the fucking head because he's such a douchebag in the ring. That really made me hate Swagger, like, permanently doing that. So that was put against him as well. And then when Ziggler comes back, his first match back is his first title match since winning the belt. He fucking loses it. He didn't have one successful title defense during his reign, his 2-month reign as champion. It was the biggest pile of horseshit. And not only that, but he didn't win a single match clean as champion. Not him, not his stand-in Big E Langston while he was out with his concussion. Neither of them got a clean victory. They either lost or won dirty the entire fucking time. What a bunch of bullshit. Like, I don't even need to say anymore. That speaks for itself. It was ass. Number 2 is the WWE app. This unholy abomination, this evil spawn of Satan. Oh my God. It was introduced in the spring in classic WWE fashion, where they put it on for one time and they just fucking right in your face, man. Just blowing it as hard as they can in your fucking face every 10 minutes. WWE app. For a month and a half they did this shit. Spamming you with it. Non-stop. WWE always does that. They put something out there and they just go way too far, way too fucking overboard. And they did it with this app and it sucked dick. And now every show they make reference to it multiple times throughout the 3 hours. And I can't tell you how many like tutorials have I seen how to use this fucking app. Like a dozen so far this year. Jesus Christ, man. It is the worst. WWE spamming you with this shit, trying to get into that social media, trying to be hip, be online, be cool. It sucks. Drags down the quality of the show. It's annoying to have to listen to it so many times and just to see these replays pop up on the app. Here's what you missed. Go download the app. Vote on the app. Shut the fuck up. Alright, here we are. Number 1 on the list of the worst the WWE had to offer this year is the episode of Raw from October 28th, 2013. This was by far the thing that pissed me off the most throughout the course of this year. This was WWE doing all of the wrong things all in the same night. It was mind-blowing. I can't even, still to this day, describe how they managed to pull off something so fucking terrible in one 3-hour show. What happened on this Raw, you ask? In case you forgot, let me refresh your memory. First, you had Sandow cashing in his Money in the Bank contract all in one gigantic 30-minute segment to put over John Cena. To put over the guy that's like a 14-time on his way to being a 1,600-time World Heavyweight / WWE champion. Like, this asshole needs to be put over one more time. Like, I tell you, if that match would have happened in the 90s or the early 2000s, it would have went differently. The newer commodity would have won. The older guy would have put over the younger guy. But not now. Now they're just build guys up to feed them to John Cena. That's all it's good for. That's all the people on the roster are good for anymore. What else happened, did you ask? Well, how's about Daniel Bryan gets pulled out of the main event for no good goddamn reason other than they don't want him in the main event anymore. They're going to pull him out and stick him in this nonsensical feud with the Wyatts that doesn't mean shit. Nothing against the Wyatts. I want to stress that. I like the Wyatts, but this was only to get Daniel Bryan out of the main event. So after spending months just like trying to run the hottest thing they have into the ground, then they're just like, fuck it. People are still behind him. We got to pull him out. Just have him get run over by a dumpster with the Wyatts and take a finishing move into a steel cage. Oh, it was so much ass. And then what do? They replace the main event with Big Show versus Randy Orton leading up to the worst fucking match of the year. And Big Show leeching off of the yes chants. This was everything wrong they could have possibly done on one show. They did, and they did it in spectacular fashion. I had like a 20-minute rant about Cena on this Raw. I blew up. I was so pissed. I was pissed for days after this episode of Raw. It was the worst thing the WWE did all year, in my opinion. Alright, that's it. JV Squared 61279, top 10 worst things about the WWE this year. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy your holiday, and I will see you in 2014.